Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, in this podcast, we are going to learn about Sabadilla according to Alan's keynotes. So, let's get started. And Sabadilla is commonly called as Sevadilla, and I guess it's really easy to remember because the pronunciation is like almost the same. So, Sevadilla, and it belongs to the family Liliaceae, same like Allium cepa, Allium sativum, and Squilla maritima, etc. And the constitution, it is suited to persons of very light hair, fair complexion with a weak, relaxed muscular system. So there's a relaxation of muscular system which is observed in the person, wherein Sabadilla will be suitable. And along with Sabadilla, the relaxed muscular system is also seen in capsicum, bromium, petroleum, as well as phosphorus. And coming to the mind, there are illusions that he is sick, parts are shrunken, that she is pregnant when merely distended from flatters, that she has some horrible throat disease that will be fatal. And so, yeah, these are all kind of erroneous notions as such. That is the term used by William Borick in his Materia Medica. So yeah, that's the common point. And there is delirium during intermittence, that means in fever specifically, and that is also seen in podophyllum. And coming to the child, there is there are worm infestations of children, which is also seen in cinna, silesia, and spigelia. And along with these the three other remedies, it is also seen in belladonna, TMV, that is Teucrium marum verum, and santonin as well. So these are remedies specifically for worm infestations in children. Coming to the throat, there is diphtheria specifically and tonsillitis, and can swallow warm water or warm food easily. Stitches and most symptoms, especially of throat, go from left to right, which is also seen in lachesis and lac-kyninum. Okay, and there is sensation of skin hanging loosely in throat, must swallow over it. And the differentiating point from Sabadilla and for the differentiating point separating lachesis and Sabadilla is, in lachesis, though the affections go from left to right, in general the symptoms are worse when there is warm food or water swallowing. Only cold will be giving some kind of relief, whereas in Sabadilla the warmth will be ameliorating the symptoms. And there is dryness of fauces and throat, which is also seen in belladonna, borax, bryonia, and nux mosquita, which are like very dry remedies. And coming to the headache from too much of thinking, too close application or attention, and from worms. So eye usage, extensive usage of eye, as if as in like current generation who are using smartphones, keeping very close to their eye and watching movies for a longer time. So, in that situations, we can think of Sabadilla, and along with Sabadilla, the headache will be caused. The headache which is caused due to too much close of attention and focus, and also thinking, can be seen in argentum nitricum and natrum carb as well. And too close application of attention, even argentum nitricum can be thought of. And coming to the respiratory system, there is sneezing in spasmodic paroxysms and followed by lacrimation, copious watery coryza, face hot, and eyelids red and burning. So here the eyes are burning, and the nostrils, like the coryza, is very much fluent and profuse, and but which is bland in nature. And this kind of sneezing and coryza can also be seen in allium cepa, nux vomica, ammonium carb, and ammonium mure. But the presentations are different. Like in allium cepa, the eyes are like bland kind of lacrimation, and the coryza is very much acrid in nature, which may also excoriate the nostrils, that is given the description is in allium cepa. Whereas in nux vomica, the nostrils are generally blocked during the night and they are fluent by the day. So that is the kind of presentation. And in ammonium carb, there are the sneezings as soon as one wakes up, and even washing of the face or the slightest kind of effort will also trigger the sneezings attack. And coming to the ammonium mure, it's like almost like ammonium carb, but the complaints are generally go from up towards down. As we all know, like the complaints of the upper limbs or upper body are worse during morning, and that of abdomen in the afternoon, and that of the legs during the night. So that is a progression or the presentation of the symptoms of different parts of the body in ammonium mure. So I was just giving a kind of comparison there. Coming to the CNS, the nervous diseases, specifically twitching, convulsive tremblings, catalepsy, and from worms. So, in the previous podcast, wherein I dealt with the description of Sabadilla according to Borix Materia Medica, there came a term called as fits, convulsions, specifically dealing with female symptoms. So, yeah, that was a fits. I was confused whether it was a successive one or it was dealing with some kind of convulsive symptoms. Yeah, that was the term used in a description of the convulsions of females as well, and there is congestion of the uterus and etc. So that's the in that context I dealt with that term. And coming to the skin, it's like parchment like and very much dry. And the relations, it follows bryonia and ranunculus bulb well in pleurisy. So Sabadilla will be following bryonia and ranunculus bulb in pleurisy, that is accumulation of fluid in the pleural layers of the lungs, and has cured after aconite and bryonia failed. So in cases wherein we think aconite and bryonia will be indicated but they didn't give any kind of relief, Sabadilla can be thought of. So yeah, that's all for this podcast. Thanks a lot for listening to this podcast. Do check out my another channel, Live Life Lively, wherein I'll be sharing many lesser known facts about food, mind, body, fitness, exercise, etc. So yeah, that's all for this podcast. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.